Hello and welcome to another session. In this lesson, we will be discussing the major scale and basic chords you should know as a pianist or a keyboardist. Okay, let's go to the key of F. In this key, there is only one accidental key. The rest are natural keys or natural notes. And by this I mean that in key of F, this is our tonic or note number 1. Now, if we have this as note number 1, then this will be note number 2, which is G. Note number 3, and then instead of playing a white key B, we play B flat. So in sheet music, you will see a B flat at the beginning of your score as your key signature, which tells you that you are playing in F major. So you have your notes as this: number 1 F, number 2 G, A as number 3, B flat as number 4, C as number 5, D as number 6, E as number 7, and then F again as number 8. So that's one check for you. Your starting point should be the same as your landing point when you get to number 8, F major. Okay, now if you know this, then you may want to know the chords in F. The simplest chords you can create are chords created by skipping a note, and by this is what we mean. When you take F, you skip the next one, and then you take the 3, you skip the 4, and then you take the 5, and that gives you F major. In a similar pattern, we also create chord number 2, which also skips 1 in between. Chord number 3, chord number 4, chord number 5, chord number 6, chord number 7, chord number 8. Chord number 8 is just the same as chord number 1, but this time round played in a higher octave, okay, in the next region. Alright, if we know these chords, then what are the left hand equivalents of the chord? Since this is chord number 1, we also play F in the left hand, showing that this chord is based on F as a starting point. For chord number 2, it also has G, the second note in the F major scale. Number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. Alright, if we have this, then what next? If you know your basic triads, then you should also know their inversions, because these basic triads are called root chords. Root means in their original arrangement or form. Yes, this is F, but there are 2 other ways to play F major. We can bring this F up here and maintain these 2, and then F major will be played this way. Instead of F, A, C, we have A, C, F, which is called the first inversion. The chord has now been inverted. First inversion. Okay. Now for chord number 2, there's also a first inversion to it, where we lift the G to the next octave or to the next region. And we have this. So it continues that way. Chord number 1, chord number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is the same as 1. Now if we have this as number 1, root form or original form. Then the same number 1 first inversion. Then what if we lift this A up to the next octave or region? We also have second inversion of F major. So F major can appear in 3 ways. The trick here is that once the chord has 3 notes, it can appear in 3 forms: F major root, F major first inversion, F major second inversion. Alright, chord number 2, root, G minor. Okay, so it's G minor. Number 2 is G minor. Root, G minor first inversion, G minor second inversion. Okay, this is E minor, root, first inversion, second inversion. B major, root, first inversion, second inversion. The same left hand note because it's still the same chord, except that the right hand is changing arrangements. Okay, C major, root, C major first inversion, it's second inversion. D minor, root, D minor first inversion, D minor second inversion. Now this is E diminished. Root, first inversion, second inversion, and then back to F again. Root, first inversion, second inversion. Alright, so one exercise for you. Do this to familiarize with the various forms of each triad or each chord. Okay. Alright, there's also another trick to it. If you want to play professionally, if you want to beautify your way of approaching the keyboard and the keys, then you need to pay attention to fingering. Now, this fingering means that the fingers you use to press each note at each point in time. For me, I tell my students, use fingers 1, 2, 4 to play all root chords. So for the right hand, 1, 2, 4 for all root chords. If you want to play a first inversion, I suggest you use 1, 2, 5. Sorry about that. Thumbs are called number 1 fingers, finger 2, finger 3, finger 4, and finger 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 4 for root, 1, 2, 5 for first inversion, and 1, 3, 5 for second inversion. The advantage here is that if I play C in root with 1, 2, 4, I can switch to F major first inversion with just 1, 3, 5 whilst maintaining my thumb at the same position. Okay. Root, second inversion. Okay. D minor root, G minor second inversion. Okay. C root, F major second inversion. These mixes help you make your play quite interesting. You don't have to play number 1 here and then jump all the way to play number 6 here. Okay. When you play inversions, it helps with better navigation. Okay, probably you are playing and singing alongside. You may not need to do so many movements. Okay, you don't have to jump from here and then jump all the way here. Okay, then playing root chords gives you a tougher navigation on the keyboard. Okay, so you need knowledge of the chords and their inversions. It helps you play, it reduces errors and makes your play much more interesting. You play around the same E region, many chords around the same region. Okay. Okay, keep it around the same region, and when you are watching tutorials, they will start introducing you. You'll be introduced to versions, chord inversions, and the likes. So if you only start to the root chords, it may be difficult for you to catch up. It's time to learn that. And then a little assignment. The first one is to do this. Alright, for all. Alright, if you can do this and you are ready for inversions, let's take a common progression and listen. Now we are going to number 1. Okay, so this is F, first inversion. Then we go to D minor, second inversion. So you see, I just switch from C here to D, whilst I maintain my finger 1 and finger 5, okay, in position. So I've transitioned between two chords with just little movements. Then I come to G minor, roots, and then C major, second inversion. Okay. You can try this. You can also test your own creativity by mixing up some inversions and see how it turns out like. Alright, let's get interactive in the comment section. Catch you in the next lesson. Bye.